Shifting focus away from New Zealand to Australia. We're now learning that a court in Australia has sentenced convicted killer Erin Patterson to life in prison with parole after 33 years for killing 3 people with toxic mushrooms. Patterson was convicted in July of triple murder for serving a poisonous meal to her estranged husband's parents, aunt and uncle during a sumptuous beef Wellington lunch at her home in 2023. The presiding judge, Christopher Bale, has stated that the convict showed no mercy to her in-laws. Listen in.
For the attempted murder of Ian Wilkinson, I sentence you to 25 years imprisonment. For the murder of Heather Wilkinson, I sentence you to life imprisonment. For the murder of Gail Patterson, I sentence you to life imprisonment. For the murder of Don Patterson, I sentence you to life imprisonment. All sentences are to be served concurrently. The total effective sentence is life imprisonment, and I fix a non-parole period of 33 years. You showed no pity for your victims. Instead of informing those treating the Pattersons and Wilkinsons that you had used foraged mushrooms, which you could have done without having to admit that you had deliberately poisoned their meals, you repeatedly denied foraging, insisting that the mushrooms for the beef Wellingtons were sourced solely from Woolworths and an Asian grocery. We will never know whether revealing the use of foraged mushrooms would have made a difference. The prosecution submitted that you must have anticipated that your victims would suffer in the way they did. I am satisfied of that beyond reasonable doubt. It is implausible that you would have selected death cap mushrooms without ascertaining how they would work upon your victims. Further, the devastating impact of your crimes is not limited to your direct victims. Your crimes have harmed a great many people.
Meanwhile, a jury also found the 50-year-old guilty of the attempted murder of Ian Wilkinson. Her husband survived the 2023 meal at Patterson's home. The town had about some 6,000 people. It was located 135 kilometres southeast of Melbourne. Let's listen in to what Ian Wilkinson and some of the locals had to say.
My purpose here today is to give some well-earned thanks. Firstly, to Victoria Police, in particular the Homicide Squad and the team led by Detective Stephen Eppingstall. They made a professional, efficient and effective investigation into what happened at the lunch. They brought to light the truth of what happened with the death of 3 good people. I'd like to extend gratitude too to the team from the Office of Public Prosecutions, led by Senior Counsel Nanette Rogers. The court processes are a little bewildering to lay people like me, and we're grateful for their expertise, their hard work and their perseverance that has secured this conviction.
Look, I think it is fair because I think it's also about the message that it sends with that sort of crime. I understand that she's going to be looking to appeal, and I think that's fair as well. So it seems harsh, but if she's up for parole in 33 years, that sounds about right to me, given what she's been sent to jail for.
She didn't eat the mushrooms herself, but I don't know for sure that it was definitely a murder. I obviously haven't heard all of the evidence, but I think they've gathered the evidence and people have decided she's guilty. I guess I haven't seen the evidence, but I feel like it could have literally been a mistake. So I feel in that case, because I feel like the sentencing's a little harsh.
I think she should have a chance after, 30 years. She's going to be, in her 80s? It's quite old. I don't think someone in their 80s should be in prison for something they did 30 years ago.
All right, viewers, shifting focus away from Australia.